Yo, it's Mr.Backendd, we back and with another banger, man, as usual. Today we got something different, man. Like I said, I want to broaden my little reaction, little lane. So today we gonna provide some commentary on the video that's been surfing around about Illinois. As y'all know, I am from Chicago, so this does pertain to me. I just want to get my input on it. I haven't really in-depth did research, but I have heard something, and I just want to, it's something that's going around, so this might as well, as y'all know, Illinois, starting 2023, has I think it's called Illinois T-Safe law. It's getting done January 1st, 2023. And everyone is like, it's a purge, all this type of stuff, but I don't really, they do this type of stuff all the time, release information, and sometimes information can be misleading, and social media takes it and run with it. So we're going to react to it, man. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. It really helps out. Comfort reaction, stay for the vlogs, man. It's your boy, Mr.Backendd. Without further ado, let's do it. All right, we going it ain't going to be in full screen, so we can look at the comments, just so we can get a better understanding. Because like I said, I don't really know exactly and entirely what is going on, but hopefully we can, together. Y'all can help me, I can help y'all.
As of January 1st, 2023, as of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes...
Okay, he said it abolishes cash bail for every offense, meaning murder, all that type of stuff. So I seen earlier they did say bail is abolished, but if they have evidence that they are a risk to the community or they did the crime, they have to be detained and held. You feel me? So I think that's a misconception, saying that if someone has bail or in jail and has a bond, they should be released. No. If you have evidence that you committed a murder and whatnot, a robbery, or whatever the case may be, you're going to still be in jail. That's one.
But isn't limited to kidnapping, armed robbery, second degree. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense.
Almost every
This
offense.
includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They can...
Okay, he says, wait.
Aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They can almost drive...
He said offenders released on electronic monitoring they have to give them 48 hours before police can act. So, what does that exactly mean? Like, I'm not sure what that exactly means. So they release them, and then, or they get a offense, they release them, and they have to wait 48 hours before they can get put in jail or something. Like, what does that mean?
Can act. They can almost drive to Alaska.
Why is he saying that?
Before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses.
Okay, that's the thing right there. I think that's the most important one. I feel like everybody, like all the other stuff is just things to mislead and misguide us, but that's the one. Not being able to remove someone from your property, not call police. So if someone's getting beat, what if a woman's getting beat and hurt, and her children getting hurt, and we can't, like, we call police and you can't remove them? Someone we know that's a risk to their safety or something like that. Not even they're getting beat, just know something's going to happen and they don't want them on our property. Like a random person come in, you feel me? A random person come in your crib and they can't do nothing but give them a ticket. Because he says, like, listen.
Is victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them.
Like, what do you mean? You can live in my shed and you can only get this nigga a ticket? I mean, I can go in a random person's crib, free living. No one should be homeless. Because all you gotta do is go in the crib and all you gonna do is get a ticket. Like, that doesn't make no sense at all. Like, that's the one. That's the one. And like y'all see right here, say on the comment side, I said, what is the end game of these police unless these elites can completely insinuate themselves from the fallout? It's all bad. The trespassing part is the first step to eliminate private property. You can't have anyone removed, so it's no longer your property. Really, basically. Let me see. And I heard, like, and it's hard to really, like, understand what's going on because I heard this law isn't just in Illinois. Like, it's been a law, this law has been passed around in Texas and a couple more states. If it's been passed in Texas, it's like, that's the second largest state. So I don't see why everybody would be worked up. But him saying this is like what's going on, you know? Let's look through some other stuff. This is called lawlessness. Let's finish the video before we look at the comments.
Whether or not it's legal. This is a massive threat to the residents of Orland Park, Cook County, and Illinois.
Cook County, Illinois. Okay. You get what you vote for. Why these politicians keep elected is insane. Now we all pay consequences for democratic idiocy, arrogance, and hypocrisy. Sounds like anyone can just go into your house and take residence there. This is literally insane. That's what I'm saying. Like, let me see. Hopefully someone explain. That's what he wants you to think. He wants you to radicalize and arm. There's already been a very real issue in some permissive areas of the country. Someone breaks into your house or stops paying rent and becomes a civil court matter to remove them, which drags for months. Only someone radicalized to an extraordinary degree by Neil Stanley's propaganda will post a comment like yours. That boy just got serious. He went to college or something. It's already like in San Francisco. That's what I'm saying. Look in Portland, people want to move because they're strangers that are squatting on their front lawn. But they can't sell their houses because people are squatting on their front lawn. What? But right here, it says it's already that in San Francisco. You feel me? So it's like, it's hard to understand what's really going on. I can only see two solutions to the chaos. We separate red and blue states and become sovereign like long ago, or civil war and mass bloodshed. I don't either have them, but either are available at this point. What the fuck? He said I can only see two solutions to the chaos. We separate red and blue states and become sovereign like long ago, or civil war and mass bloodshed. What? He said, I watched the video 3 times to make sure I heard him correctly, and there it is. On January 1st, 2023, all crime will be legal. If you live in this cesspool that is Illinois, you either better buy a gun or fortify your home or get the hell out of there. Like, what? That's not what that says. Buy a gun, they will put you in jail for defending yourself. That's what he wants you to think. It's like the purge over there. I don't think that's happening. What? I'm literally describing what the law does. It does not make these crimes legal, like the video is trying to imply. Not even touching on any political causes, like I said, any political causes or motives or anything like that. Like I said, there are reasonable causes to think it's a bad law regardless, but dislike it for the facts, not for a misunderstanding. Crimes are not being made legal. Criminals are not being allowed to walk free. That is just factually not what this law does. You heard him correctly, but okay. Ooh, we got a good description here. That's what I'm saying. This is why I go to the comments for a lot of stuff. He said, you heard him correctly, but fortunately did not understand him correctly. It's not as bad as you fear. This guy is going out of his way to make it sound like crime is being made legalized. But what's being banned there is holding people on bail, i.e., holding people who have not actually not been convicted unless they pay up money they may not even have. The actual result here is that if a judge feels someone is too dangerous to be left free, they can still send them to jail awaiting trial. They just can't let be accused by their way out. Even if someone is not held, they are still going to be put on trial and potentially in prison for real. And will okay, hold on, let's read that right again. The actual result here is that if a judge feels someone is too dangerous to be left free, they can still send them to jail awaiting trial. They just can't let the accused buy their way out. Even if someone is not held, they are still going to be put on trial and potentially in prison for real, and will generally be monitored and forced to wear a body cam in the meanwhile. These are valid reasons to be upset with this stuff. Don't get me wrong. These questions of what is and isn't okay to someone who's based purely on suspicion of a crime is not a simple one. But it's not legalizing crime or letting killers into the world any more than already has happened. The guys fear-mongering, don't fall for it. This is exactly what I was looking for. This is exactly what I feel was going on. But I wish you would touch on the home and trespassing a little bit more. And then he says, what? Appreciate you, Kitten Roosh. He say, what? I'm literally describing what the law does is not make the crime legal like the video is trying to apply, not even touching on any political causes or motives or anything like that. Like I said, there are reasonable causes to think it's a bad law regardless, but just like it for the facts, not a misunderstanding. Crimes are not being made legal. Criminals are not being allowed to walk free. That is just factual. That's not what the law does. It's clear you do not have to get the analogy. I'm sorry. I just can't read for a second. I don't know what's going on. I can't read. But you're not realizing the consequences of what's happening, nor thinking of similar measures in the U.S. resulting in crime increase. You're fooling yourself and taking a very strict view of the law instead of knowing what happened in the real world. We'll just have to agree to disagree. Well, I guess, man. We're gonna stop. We're gonna end it here because I really don't want the video to be that long. But as y'all can see, a lot of controversy. I don't think it's that bad though. I do feel like I said, I know the laws in other states already, and total pandemonium hasn't broke out. So the purge is going a little too far, and I feel like that really shouldn't be going on because like that's serious. So I feel like that got taken a little too far, but I don't agree with it. Especially the trespassing part. Like that's OD. Like that's putting people's safety at risk already. But it's like this is just like a whole bunch of propaganda to scare everybody. I feel like to go in panic. This is another ploy the government uses to, I don't know, just to control a lot of people. But it's been going on. I feel like a lot of this stuff. I'm not saying on no other spiritual whatever, the world or joke. I'm not saying on that type of time. But just from a standpoint, something is going on because stuff like that just shouldn't be happening. But we don't know until we find out. So if y'all like the video, man, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think on this topic. Let me know how y'all feeling about the law, all that type of stuff. Talk to me, help me understand if I'm misunderstanding. I'm pretty sure I am, but just let me know, man. Help your kid out. Come for reaction, stay for the vlogs, man. Safe over here. It's safe over here, y'all be safe. And it's boy Mr.Backendd, and we gone.